Give me candy. I want candy. Ah, now. Ooh. Looks like we got ourselves a friend. But you know what? Dude, you should really go for Jeff. Jeff is a lot more tasty than this guy. This guy, he's been here a long time. He's getting old, losing his flavor. Jeff, you see Jeff over there? Oh man, he's just waiting for you. You should go get Jeff. Go get Jeff. I'm wondering. I think I have that outfit still here. Oh man, there it is. I'm gonna give this guy some clothes and see if he'll stay around for a while, because he'll just stay locked in that spot if he'll put these on. I think. I don't think he's gonna put them on though, is he? Oh. They disappeared. I think. Oh, I picked them up. Obviously. That would do it. I don't know if I can get him to... Yeah, he might not want them. Might not be his type. Pick him up. Pick him up. Nah, it's not his type. He's not into fashion, this guy. Too bad. Jeff over there. Jeff is the guy you want. Oh, oh. Oh. Not me. Jeff. What's he do now? He's finding a different route. He's coming for you. That'd be crazy if he could find his way like through down here, jump into this room. Nope. Nope, he trapped himself. Okay. So hello everyone, how are we doing today? I'm doing okay. I'm doing great. Excellent, in fact. And I've just been kind of wandering around my world here trying to decide what I want to do today for this episode. And I got a few random plans that we might do, but I think maybe to start off with, we'll work on Wilson for a bit, because we skipped last episode working on him. What I kind of want to do is start working on... Well, we got to put in a clock, a master clock for keeping track of the age. I want to start maybe setting up some of these interactive features with him. So one idea was to have a way of feeding our pet through hoppers. So the way that would work, and I got a lot of this stuff, don't I? I'm going to put these in here too. The way this would work is we would kind of have just like a slot where we could throw food. Probably something like this. So when he's hungry, we can feed him just by throwing a food item into the hopper. And then the hopper is going to work out what type of food item it is and affect the stats that way. Like certain foods might recover more hunger. Some might add other boosts like to happiness or something else in the stats, but at the expense of maybe something else. Like maybe it adds a lot more weight to our pet or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. It'll probably be fairly complicated, so I don't think I'm going to do too many different types of food. What do we want? We want something to feed our pets, so we'll have a slot for that. And maybe next to it we'll have another slot. I think I want... Oh, you know what we'll do? Because I also want to add the ability for our pet to get sick. If his health is low, he has an increased chance of getting sick randomly. What we should do, I guess with our hunger slot here, we'll add the option of giving him medicine, like instant health potions. and that will take him out of being 6 states. How would that work? But if we give him one when he's not sick, it's going to negatively affect him. Yeah, something like that. So we can do that in this slot itself. We need indicator lights for when he's sick and when he's sleeping. So we might put that down here. We also need a way of interacting with him, like by playing with him. Not sure how to do that yet. Let's see, what does this work out to? Oh, you know what I'm going to do actually? I'm going to make this wider. I'm going to extend this 1 block wider because the way it is right now, if I did this, it would be an even number, and I want an odd number because this is 6 blocks across. If we add 1 more block, it will become... Oh, no, wait a minute. Maybe that won't work. Yeah, we'll do it that way. Yeah. I'm going to add 1 more block to the width on both sides of this thing. I've been trying to think how I want to do the attention stat on Wilson. Like, how are we going to refill that meter? Do we want to actually set up little games to play with him? And if so, how crazy are we going to get with those? Because I can get really crazy with the mini games, but then I'm not going to have the space for them. Or do we just want to press a button and it will take care of his attention? Or I'm not sure. But one thing I do want to do, if we don't just do the button thing, one thing I probably will include is a jukebox mechanic. So he might want us to play a song for him when he's in need of attention. So play a song, it'll refill his attention a little bit, and you can interact with redstone with jukeboxes, which is awesome. I fixed this the other day during the live stream. I did just a quick little practice one, nothing too big. Oh, you know what's really cool, guys? It sounds really loud to me. In the snapshot, you can run upstairs. That is such a good change. Oh man, I love that so much. You don't lose your sprint anymore. A lot of my staircases I designed, like these ones, just so I wouldn't lose my sprint running up them. So now I can, if I do stairs in the future, I don't have to worry about that as much, which is good. Woohoo! But yeah, anyway, so I got that extra border on both sides, so it's going to be an odd number base now. We could do something like this, where we have 4 slots. I don't know how that's going to work. I thought about that, giving him a potion to cure sickness, and that would be cool, except you can't actually stack potions, so there wouldn't be an easy way of detecting them. So I might have to rethink that, I'm not sure. I started setting up the master clock up here. The wiring, it's getting crazy already, and we just sort of begun. I'm scared to see what happens with this. Like, that's a lot of wiring. Things are gonna get crazy. But yeah, for the age stat, we want this to be a really slow, doesn't change very much stat. So I'm going to use stacks of 64 items. We're gonna fill it all the way up with cobblestone. And we have our locking mechanic up here. I set up the hopper timer here. This is our master timer for the whole system, so we can control the speed. Everything works from this, how many items we put in here. So it'll be easy to configure or even change in the future. I'll probably have to move this, so but I just want to do a simple little test here. Maybe we'll just put in, let's put in 8 items. Dope. Wrong one. There we go. Just put in 8 items. I'm going to just temporarily hook this up to the age stat and we'll see how it works. Give us an idea of how long we want that pulse to be. Is this not switching? Oh no, it switched. Okay, yeah, I'll just do... Maybe I'll do this. Like that. But yeah, I'll definitely have to move this later. Can I just run wire, or is it not going to make the torch switch? Ooh, it pulsed very, very quickly there. No item got through. No item. Might be too fast. For most of these variable things, I don't want the timing to be very long. Like probably somewhere between 1 and 10 ticks for all the variables. If we make it really long, it's going to take up a lot of space. So it's not really ideal. Maybe we gotta do this. I wonder if it'll go through now. Oh, it didn't switch at all now. Okay, I'm gonna switch that. Let's get this to 3, and down we go. Darn it! It's so hard building this. Oh, there's just no space. No space, and you gotta do parkour all the time. Okay, it should be... Nope, it's not letting items through. Oh, you know what it is? I bet you this is set the wrong. Let's change this. Bet you that's what it is. Okay, now... Oh, no, still didn't let one through. They've been changing the timings and stuff on everything, so maybe hoppers are more specific now. Like, it takes 3.5 ticks, or at least it did, to send an item through, but occasionally if you did a time shorter than that, it would randomly let one through every now and then. But maybe it's very specific now, since this is less than 3.5. It's at 3. Maybe it's not going to let any through ever. So we'll try 4. No. This torch might be locking it. Could that be it? Why isn't it working? I'm confused. Okay, well, yeah, it should be this way. Yeah, okay, there we go. So now it's letting one item through every time. It seems like it's more specific now. That's good. That'll be easier to control things. So if it's at 3, it's not going to let an item through, is it? No. But if it's at 4, it should do it every time. Yeah, okay, cool. So that's the shortest delay we can have for the variables. It's 4 ticks. Alright, I've just been kind of watching this for a little bit here. I went AFK for 15 minutes with this set at 3, just to make sure no items were randomly passing through over time. And good news, they're not. So yeah, hoppers are very, very much more stable now than they used to be. I'm using 06A now, so somewhere along the line they made them more stable, which is good. And I'll be able to fine-tune, control everything, that means. And this here is going to be our lowest common denominator, basically, in this whole setup. The age variable is going to move the slowest out of everything. Just one item per update from our main clock here. While the other things like the hunger and whatever, we might want 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, items passing through per update, but no less than 1. So nothing is going to be less than this one. And it's just a big balancing act to get them to change at a rate we want them to, based off of this one. So yeah, that's about it. We're going to go do something else, though. We spent quite a bit of time on this today, more than I expected. Oh man, he's going to kill me. I do need to add a main reset to this as well. So like if I pull a lever, This is going to drain down to 0. This is going to go up to 5. This will go up to 5. This will go to 3 and stop. That will go up to 5. That will go up to 5. And it'll be like a new pet. In case it dies or something, we need a way of resetting it. So that will be fun. We're going to head over to my Stronghold base. Alright guys, here we are at the Stronghold base, and it's been quite a while since we were last here. I've been neglecting it, not gonna lie. It's kind of given me, like, if something's not going good in this game, I like to step back and think about it for a bit. And I've decided now, I definitely want to do some major replanning with this, because, not that this is necessarily bad, what I was doing here, but everything kind of feels dated to me with this build, and I would build it differently if I was to redo it. So rather than continuing it and then being unhappy, we should just take a couple steps back and replan some stuff. I think, like the storage room, for example. I did really like the storage system at the time, but now we have trap chests and there's automatic sorting methods and that kind of thing. We could definitely have a lot more fun if we were to do something like that here. I've mentioned this before, but I'm getting sick of this symmetrical building style I've been doing a lot of. Like there's my main problem with it is it doesn't look different from other angles. Like if I was to look here, and then if I was to go to the other side here, it would be pretty much the same thing I'm looking at. Like there's no character to it, so we should change that up. Not that some symmetry is bad. I do like some symmetry in what I'm building, but not this perfect 4-quadrant circular thing we got going here. We need to change that. The mob system is actually good. I think we'll still use it, but we might build a second one and use this one if we want to keep the mobs alive, and use a second one if we just want the item drops, so it'll auto kill them, and it will be a higher efficiency one. And you know, there's other stuff too, like we were putting ice underneath here and we don't need to do this. Like we have beacons now. This is just like, this gives you a speed boost if you jump on it on the half slabs. You know, it's just better just to use a beacon now than to do something like this. So just stuff like that. I want to get into fixing this place up and restructuring it. So I'm going to tear all this ice out for sure, and we won't get into it this episode. I'm going to think about it a bit more, but yeah, just want to let you know the plan. Awesome. So I got all the ice ripped out from under the floor. There was, oh man, there was a lot of it. Like, this is a big surface area. So I got that all out. It's just the first step towards renovating. I don't know exactly how much I'm changing yet, but probably quite a bit. We might even just completely redo the whole thing, and maybe change the style as well. I really want to make something with quartz, so maybe we'll do, I know quartz and nether brick look really good together, so we might do that, or we might do quartz and sandstone and maybe a darker block mixed in, or I don't know exactly what we're going to do yet. We won't get too far into it, but if you know a good color combo for quartz blocks, let me know, and we might go with that. But anyway, moving on, let's head back to the other base and maybe do a little project there. Oh, incoming squid. I can see it. He's gonna fall. He's gonna fall, come on. He's a fighter. He is definitely a fighter. Oh, there he goes. Uh-huh. I don't know what's going on. My performance just started stinking like crazy, though. I'm only getting 20 frames at the moment. Trying to think about what it is. The clock on Wilson is not running. I checked that. And I cut down these trees. Maybe it's freaking out trying to make them grow again. I don't know. My game is not going, or it's not running too well. If I go over this way, let's see, the frame rate's going up slightly. We're at 23. I noticed it was really good if I got close to Wilson. For some reason. 26. If I climb up this ladder, it gets up to 30, no problem. But if I'm down low, it drops. It's really, I don't know what's going on. 25, 29, 30. Huh. Smooth lighting is on. I'm gonna turn it off, I guess. No, you know what? I'm gonna downgrade. I'll be right back. Alright, we're back to 04A, Snapshot 04A, and it's working a lot better. It's weird, it was, like, I know it wasn't as good with 06, because there's some performance issues they gotta work out, but it was working fine for the first part of this episode. Now it's kind of teetered out for some reason. But yeah, you know what I want to work on is this. So we've had this water here a very long time. The plans for it kind of got changed a little bit. We have a bunch of wiring behind here now instead of that sky view where we were going to do a water elevator before. The original plan with this water was we were going to fill this tunnel up with water, and it was going to be like a boat access route to go to other parts of the cave. There is a lot of wiring this way, so it would be tough to do that. Ooh. To make it go to this part of the cave, but it might be possible. Oh, now I'm lost. Now I am lost. Okay, here we are. Underneath the stairs. But since that water's been there for so long, can't run upstairs anymore. No. Since that water's there for so long, I don't feel right just getting rid of it. So what I want to do is try and make that work. And maybe we'll have like a boat access only area part of the base. That could be cool. So maybe we'll try to get the grass to spread over here, and then we'll start terraforming this a bit. We got pistons up here, so we'll want to, if we do have water down here, we'll want to cut down a little bit, give it a little more headroom. And we'll just see how this goes, and maybe we'll make it branch off. Where would we want it to branch off? Maybe to branch off to the right somehow. There's also all this space here where I could put a bedroom or something, because I still haven't built one of those. I know there's that little area at the top of the stairs there where people keep telling me to put a bedroom or a place for my bed, but I might want to do something fancy with that. I'm not entirely sure yet, so I want an area where I can do some wiring, which would be over here. Oh. Okay, I know what that is. That is my other storage area. There's nothing wrong with those note blocks, guys, by the way. It's just leaving the world and coming back, it does that. It's just an issue with note blocks getting updated. Let's go down at least one more. Probably at least two more, actually. I want the water to be at this level here. So water right where I'm placing this block. I want that to be the surface. And make it come up to the stairs here. I think that would look cool. If there was water to the left of the stairs when you come down here. Ooh. So yeah, I'll terraform this a bit off camera and see where we get with it. Okay. So up here, I also want a little bit of grass over here, not too much. Not too much, just something like that. We need a boat dispenser. Could put one over there, maybe under the water. Yeah, then we get to this part. I guess because we have the enchanting room up there, remember there's some pistons, I got that covered now. We'll actually want the water at this level, so that we can have a 3 high clearance here. Because if it's too high, it's going to be really cramped feeling. So we'll have the water at this level, actually. We could keep going here. We might want to keep going and make it go down. Eventually, I want to start working underneath all this stuff. Like we have like a downstairs area we've never really reached yet. So at some point, we might want to expand our cave downwards, and this water route could be a good way of accessing it. In fact, the original plan was to have a pool of water here, and we might still do that. If we did that, we could have like a water elevator that shot up here from the lower levels. So basically what I'm doing here is I'm trying to make like a little grassy area next to the river. So where all this soil is that I'm placing. Oh, what's up here? What is this? Oh, this is behind the enchanting room. Okay. A little bit of a cave there still. Yeah, this is for grass and reeds and that kind of thing. Maybe flowers. If I can get a tree or two in, that would look really cool too. Then all this area here is where the water is going to be. So much gravel down here. In my way. It's terrible. So, I guess we can try this out, see how it goes. Wait a sec. It's going to be a lot easier to modify it without the water in, so I'm trying to get that going. We're trying to get things figured out before I do this part, but we'll see how this looks. I'm going to make the water too thick. So if we break all these, should fill up pretty good. I love ice blocks, man. They're so cool. Alright. Get a couple more in here. Oop. Oop. And I'm misplacing all over the place. Sweet. Just a couple more. And that's the bottom layer. Now we want it to go up one more. Ooh. This might actually be tough to do. Yeah, we'll do this. I love, like, they changed it now where you can create source blocks on top of water blocks, so it's much, much easier to fill water area like this. I gotta make it come over to the other edge. See if we do a diagonal here. Oop. It's the easiest way of doing it. Like that. Now it should join. Right? Oh yeah, beautiful. That is so cool. Alright, we got an empty spot here. Man, that was easy. That is so cool. Okay, so that's our general water area. We'll definitely want some lights. I'll probably make this come out some more yet, as well. Let's see. Now this is the challenging part, trying to make a water track to get up and down here in the boat. So I don't really want flowing water. Like we could do this, but it would be flowing. Tell you what, I'm going to close this off for now. I'll try to lay out the ice blocks in a way that'll work. And here is where we're at. I'll take you through it. I've built a framework for my water here. That's what these ice blocks are about. And we're going to fill this in from the bottom up, and then we're going to melt all the ice blocks. Still got to do a lot of shaping too. Like I'm going to try to put a tree here, I believe. There'll probably be a fork off in this water somewhere as well. I haven't decided where. Yeah, so what we got to do, take our ice. Let's see, where's the bottom layer? Bottom layer, bottom layer, bottom layer. Here. This is our bottom layer. We're going to flood this. Oops. That there. One there. It's actually really challenging to work out the water mechanics to all this. Hopefully it turns out. Okay, so that bottom is solid. Then we go up another one and do the same thing. And the ice blocks are holding the water in place for each layer. Right? Let's see, is that right? Maybe come out further. And we need one there. Okay, so that's another layer. I'm going to get to the top here, and then I'm going to melt them all. This one's actually a really big layer. The thing is, I can't put the ice blocks next to each other, like they have to be diagonal like that. Otherwise, when they melt, they're going to update each other and it's all just going to fall to pieces. Which might be a big problem with this. I'm not sure, like if an Enderman ever came down here and placed the block next to the water and updated it, ooh, I would be upset, I tell ya. But we'll see how it goes. Alright, and the reason I want this extra cushion area behind the ice is so when we drive the boat up, we don't just ram right into the cliff. Hopefully it'll be a smooth transition to come up here, because there'll be all this water cushion. Yeah, this is what it's like all filled up, and now, oops, basically we just need to melt all these ice blocks and it should be all done, I believe. So we're going to put torches next to the ice and try and melt them as quick as possible. And I'll come back to you once it's all done, and hopefully it doesn't get updated. You can see they're starting to transform. Oh, it does have a flow though. Oh, right, that's right. I forgot about that. Hopefully it's not too big of a deal. Alright guys, here is our water stream. It looks pretty cool actually, I like it. With the flow aspect to it, it looks neat, but it doesn't make that constant flowing water sound, which is also nice. I don't know if I'm going to be able to ride a boat up it though because of this. I forgot if there's water below it that it'll do that, or near it. The other thing is we should make another water stream, like a waterfall, come to here so it looks like this pond is getting filled up from somewhere, because as it is right now it looks a little strange, not gonna lie. But let's try it out. I got a boat. Going down should be fairly straightforward. Oh, oh. I'm gonna raise the ceiling a little bit too yet, where I can. Oh, the slime noises. Make them stop. Okay, here's the challenge show. Can we get back up? Oh, not even. No. Darn, it can't be done. Ah, that's too bad. I thought that was gonna work. It looks cool at least. But too bad. That's what I was really going for. I guess we'll have to do an elevator if we want to get back up. But it just instantly turns the boat around. And it's The boat's really glitchy at the moment. It's not letting me move. What's the deal with that? Huh, that was weird. But I'll keep working on it. Try and make it look nice down here. Oh. No, we ain't getting up here. Too bad. Alright. And we'll add a little more grass to the sides and everything. It should look pretty good. We just have time for one comment today because the episode's getting a little long here. But Jacob says, you should add music to your montages. That makes them more interesting. And besides, I, and many others I'm sure, would like to know what kind of music you like. I do add music every once in a while to my montages. It depends how the montages work out, I guess. Those quick cut ones are really easy to put together. So that's why I do those usually, because they're really, really fast to edit compared to a music one. The other thing is, though, I can't just pick any music I want. Like he says, I would like to know what kind of music you like. It's not like I can just pick a song you hear on the radio or a song you have on a CD or something like that. No. There is copyright issues galore that I gotta worry about. I have to use specifically licensed songs, Creative Commons, and then even out of those, not all of them I can use. So I actually have a very, very, very small library of songs I'm comfortable with using in my videos, so that's why I don't use music too often. At the moment, anyway. So, yeah. That's the answer to that question. Thank you, everyone, for your questions and your feedback. I do enjoy it, and I thank you all for watching, as always. I hope you have a good day. See you later.